there's a turn up for the books, isn't it, you two viewers? Oh, Carrie Antoinette, oh yeah. Oh, you can't have a go at Carrie Antoinette because it's misogynistic or something. Misogynistic. Here, I'll tell you what's bloody misogynistic. That bloody thing sat up there. Carrie Antoinette, let her eat cake and all that old guff she's going on about up there. She didn't only say let her eat cake. She baked the bloody cake and put some candles on it. That's what she bloody did. Oh, you can't have a go at Carrie Antoinette. Listen up. Do you think we're thick or something? We know she's in charge of the Cabinet Office. She's in charge of the bloody office. So whether she's married to him or not married to him is neither here nor there. But the fact that she is married to him, living with him, sleeping with him and organising his workload does kind of put her in the crosshairs, doesn't it, a bit? But you can't have a go at her because she's a woman and she's got children. Well, loads of women have got bloody children. If you fail at your job, you fail at your bloody job. And it is her bloody fault. It's her fault and his fault. Because they're both running the bloody show together. And there's no two ways about it. It don't matter what way you twist and turn it and spin it. It's her bloody fault. It's her fault and it's his fault because they're bloody arrogant and they think they own the bloody gaff. That's what they do. Oh, yes, they do. Voodoo, they didn't care. I'll tell you what. I remember all that lockdown, I do, what they're trying to get everybody to forget about. No, I remember it, yes I do, and it started something like this. 2 weeks to flatten the curve because we don't want to overwhelm the national health. At which point we had Dominic Cummings and Goings driving up the M4 or whatever it was, or up the M20, up to Barnard Castle during the lockdown. We weren't allowed to go out. You had old people that were talking to each other from their doorways across the road and the police were coming round and finding them. But no, it's okay for Dominic Cummings. Then we have Ferguson, that twat that brought out all these laws. You've got to stay indoors and you've got to do this and you've got to do that. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yes, they don't want us to remember him though. He was there. Oh, we got to make all these laws. He's the one that done the foot and mouth thing back in the bloody early 2000s and F that completely up as well. But no, let's all listen to Professor Ferguson is what they said. You got to stay indoors, you got to lie down to your bed, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, you got to wear a mask when you have a shower was one of his little weird little things he come out with. Then you find out, oh, he's having an affair with some other woman and he's getting her to go across London so he can get his pants down. Yes, then what do we have? Oh, let me just think. We had twat handjob. What was he? Minister of something in charge of, I don't know, clipboards or something. Minister of Health. He was the one making all the rules. He's coming out on the blooming television every night, giving it all the lemon. You can't do this, you can't do that. He was having it off with someone else's wife. Yes, she was. And he didn't care. He was having it off. He was doing it all up in your Houses of Commons, up in your Westminster Palace. That's what he was doing. He didn't care. So how bad is this cold that we've all got to hide away from? How bad is it that we've all got to go jibby and everything because it's such a bad cold that you lot were just having a great big rave. It was like Palace of Versailles Downing Street during that time. So don't try and kid me. Oh, we mustn't say anything about Carrie Antoinette. Stupid bloody woman. It is her fault. She's in charge. You had that stupid Sarah Vine on there this morning. Oh, can't be nasty because it's misogynist to have a go at her. No, it ain't. Listen up. Your husband ran off with anybody that weren't you, my love. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to listen to you, dear. You're up there, you're all feeding out, you've all got your snouts out the same trough. That's what it is with you. Yes, we've got your bloody number. All girls together, don't have a go at Carrie Antoinette. It was Carrie Antoinette's fault. People weren't allowed to see their loved ones dying. People weren't allowed to see their babies being born, but I bet he did. And I'll tell you another thing that I didn't appreciate while we're at it, Carrie Antoinette. That rubbish about, oh, it's top secret. Me and Boris are going to get married and it's top secret. And because I'm special, I'm a very special person, and evidently everybody's going to be chasing after me and wanting the big story, which is absolutely a non-story. But anyway, this was in her little mad head. Oh, it's going to be ever so top secret, and just to obfuscate the issue a bit, and just to whet the interest of all the journalists, I'm going to get 2 dresses. I'm going to get 2 frocks made. Not being funny, we didn't notice the first frock, we didn't care about the second frock. No one cared. You got yourself up Westminster Abbey. It was like you thought you were like Lady Diana or something, getting married to, I don't know, Wurzel Gummidge. Absolute pair of idiots. You both are to blame, and that's all there is to it. And you can sit there and say what you want. People suffered. While you were having parties, there was children being tormented and tortured to death. There was old people left, mentally ill people that were committing suicide. There's people like me that couldn't do anything. You're in the comments section, you're seeing people that are threatening to kill themselves. And what could we do? What could we do? You couldn't ring anybody, there was nobody there. Nobody did anything. We'd be in the comments section trying to talk people down for bloody killing themselves. And you're sat up there having bloody parties. You and all your little minions. And as for Sarah Bloody Vine, less said about her, the better, viewers, that's all I can say. Carrie Ann to a bloody net. Huh. No wonder they got the long knives out, because it is you. You're in charge of his bloody office, and you're in charge of your man. And now they're trying to wheel back and say, oh, it's not her fault, it's his fault. It's both your bloody faults. Both of your faults. You enjoyed yourself, living high on the hoof. Now it's time for you to bloody go, the pair of you. Bloody pair of idiots. How dare you treat the country the way you have? How bloody dare you? And then also, how dare you then put it out and spin it, all your little lies, spin it. Oh, it's not our fault. Whose fault is it? Because it weren't bloody ours. We were the ones that were doing exactly what we were told to do. Carrie Antoinette. Bloody woman.